Hey there folks, I'm back with some more Wargaming news. This week's news is mostly Kickstarter related, but there's definitely some interesting bits in there for sure, so listen up. First up is TT Combat. They have a Kickstarter running right now, expanding their miniature fantasy range. With the Bretonian style halflings race, ogresses, giants, dragons, and so much more. I'll leave a link below to the Kickstarter so you can go directly to it and check it out for yourself, but I'm particularly fond of the little halfling maidens and the Pegasus Lord. Along with all these new fantasy miniatures, they've also added some more scenery bits, mostly fantasy scenery bits, and they've also added some new teams for Rumble Slam and a new faction for Carnival. Definitely cranking them out. Next up is North Star Miniatures. They have previewed their new Human Cavalry box set for the game Oathmark. They should be available around April and will contain 15 mounted riders and customizable to be archers, spearmen, and more. Fireforge Games are ramping up for their next Forgotten Worlds Kickstarter in April, with previews for their new dwarfs, including Rambuck riders, Stone Realm infantry, and many more dwarves. And while I'm on Fireforge, they've also added the Byzantine Cataphracts up for pre-order on their website, and should also be available in April. Very nice. And just in case you weren't sick of Kickstarter yet, I have another one for you from Warplock Miniatures for their Ark World game, and we'll be bringing the Orcs to Kickstarter on the 18th of March. It's a warband starter set which will have 6 28mm miniatures, including 4 boggins. I like the word boggins. So you thought I was done with all the Kickstarters, right? But no, I have one more. Footsore Miniatures have had the third Baron's War Kickstarter going live the 21st of March, called Death and Taxes. And we'll focus a little more on the terrain and civilian side, but we'll still have some of the new characters and troops. And I believe they will be having options to buy the 3D files, so you can print out the terrain yourself. So you know where I said that was the last Kickstarter for this week? Well, I kind of lied, as I want to squeeze in one more. And it's the last one, I promise. Ragnarok Miniatures are live on Kickstarter now, with their evil Dwargar, also known as Chaos Dwarves, in a very Norse-inspired look. There are loads of options for troops and spears and bows and etc. And also characters and even some undead dwarves. These look great, but probably too tall for my current projects. However, if you're a dwarf fan, the future does look great. And to finish off this episode, War Cradle Studios have released a pre-painted MDF terrain set. Gloomberg Sprawl it's called. This was out before, but now available as separate sets, and there are some excellent kits in there. And also, if you're a sci-fi fan, they also have up for pre-order the Omega Defense line. This looks pretty usable in most sci-fi games. Alright folks, that's all I have for this week. Please like and subscribe, and more importantly, get stuck in the comment section so we can talk about these news. And as ever, I'll see you on the battlefield. Later!